I've lost a bit of weight. Don't know if anybody noticed that there. Lost a bit. People worry about you in this city when you lose weight. I had a guy shout, "Fuck's sake, Kev, have you got AIDS?" Which is just the local way of saying, "Looking sharp, Kev, you've been working out." I've got a jaw. What that? Jaw? Never had a fucking jaw in my life. I've always been fat. I was fat my whole life, right through school. This has been a long time coming. I was 18 stone when I was 18. I was fat at school. That was tough. Sitting in a plastic chair at school at the end of every class, knowing there's going to be a sea of sweat that's been separating the two hemispheres of your arse. Sitting beside the lassie that you fancy, having to do that slide, try to wipe it as you're getting up. That was tough. Been fat at school. I was the first in my class to get tits. It's hard. Going to the swimming on a school trip. No, I'll just keep my t-shirt on. The water's dead cold. I'm all right. I'll swim with my t-shirt on. I went to a guy, 18. That's when I first addressed the problem. 18 stone. I went to the gym, the real gym. You know, the big, proper gym guys. The real fucking big tanks. This new breed of man that you get. You know, the big mammals, the big protein bastards. Big... with a big beard covered in tattoos. They're going, "Mate, did I create you in a PlayStation game?" They're big guys. They work in the car phone warehouse, but they're training for the apocalypse. These big... Convinced their best mate's shagging their missus and they're training for the day they can finally prove it. I went in, and that's what puts fat people off the gym. These guys take it too far. These big, "only God can judge me." I'm standing here judging you, you big fucking bellend. I went to the guy. I said, "Look, mate, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight." The guy goes, "It's all about nutrition. All about nutrition. You can do whatever you want in here, but it's all about nutrition. You can't out-train a bad diet." And he asked me what I had for breakfast. He goes, "What did you have for your breakfast this morning?" Instantly, I'm thinking, I better say something that I never had for breakfast this morning. Make a good impression with this big fucking mammal. I said, "Oh, I had fruit, mate. A bowl of fruit." The guy's going, "Fruit in the morning, that's got to go. Fruit in the morning, very high in sugar. You need to lose that." I'm thinking, fruit, mate. Fruit. That's bad for you now. Fucking fruit. Fruit. I never had a bowl of fruit, but as far as you're aware, I did have a bowl of fruit. So I should be commended. I had a fucking Terry's chocolate orange, mate. You've no idea how low I would stoop for breakfast. Cold pashwari naan with Nutella on it. I've been there, mate. And you're on my case about fucking fruit. I used to have 4 raspberry ice bowls and a wham bar for breakfast, 8:30 every morning for 6 years. Then a rolling sausage at 10:30, a pizza crunch and chips at 12 o'clock, a can of Coke, then fucking Astra belts on the way home, fucking fizzy cola bottles, bikers, Johnny's onion rings, everything. And I would... I get home for crispy pancakes, oven chips, potato waffles, croquettes, yellow, mate. That was the only colour I would eat, yellow. And you're on my case about fruit. I never said that because the guy would punch fuck at me, but I was thinking that. I said, "All right, I'll cut out the fruit." The guy gave me a diary to fill in, a food diary. That's a step too far, Johnny. Submitting handwritten lies to somebody. Tell me all these foods to cut out. Carbohydrates, you should be eating this shit, eat this stuff, eat this sort of stuff. I'm filling in my food diary on the internet, reading about superfoods, trying to impress the big man. Monday morning, I had avocado. Here, what the fuck's avocado? In case this guy asks me. You have it on toast? Or he'll go off his head if I say toast. I just say I had avocado. How many? 5 avocado. Nah, fuck it, I'll put 10. 10 avocado. Show the guy I'm serious about it. 10 avocado, Monday morning, breakfast. Then I had almonds and blueberries, and then I had beetroot. Beetroot, that's a superfood, isn't it? A big jar of beetroot, mate, get a spoon, rattled a lot. Then I had quinoa. Am I saying that right? Quinoa. What the fuck is quinoa? Quinoa? What the fuck is that? Click on images. It's a powder. Snorted a couple of lines of quinoa. And then I had oily fish, and I really felt it reducing my risk of Alzheimer's, mate. And the guy's going, this is great, Kev. Is this the truth? And I'm saying, no, mate, the truth would break your fucking heart. I'll tell you the truth. I lasted 2 meals without carbohydrates, and I thought I was going fucking insane. Never felt so angry. I had to get off the couch and just lie on the floor, staring at the ceiling, trying to take myself to a happier place. Fantasising about carbohydrates. I never knew what a carbohydrate was until you told me to cut them out, and then you grassed them all up. I'm lying there. Oh, I would love a spaghetti toasty right now. How good would that be? Or a baked potato with rice in the middle. And I could put that on a sandwich, eh? When's the last time I had a piece and baked totty and rice, eh? With a wee spaghetti toasty chaser. Oh, yes. Then I crumbled, mate. I went rampaging through my own kitchen in the freezer. There was a tub of Ben & Jerry's that had been there for months. Now, because it had been there for so long, the little wooden spoon that you get inside a tub of Ben & Jerry's bent and snapped on impact with the ice cream. So I had to put the tub of Ben & Jerry's in the microwave. Now, I left it in the microwave a bit longer than I should have done, and the ice cream melted. So rather than just have a few wooden spoonfuls, as I had initially intended, I drank the fucking lot, mate. I never knew how to fit that into Monday evening's column. It's too extreme. If you're fat, you're at a tremendous advantage when it comes to losing weight. You need to bear that in mind. I was 18 stone at 18, now I'm 28 and I'm 14 stone. Right, that's 4 stone I've lost. Thank you for those of you applauding that. Applauding a man who's lost 4 stone in just 10 years. Admittedly, a pretty difficult diet to market. I'm not going to get on the front cover of Reveal with that story. How I shifted 4 stone in just 10 years. A before and after photograph, and it's me with a fucking school uniform on in the before. That's simple changes. That's what you need to make. That's what the 4 stone in 10 years programme encourages. Yeah. Small steps. Don't have McCoys, have Quavers. Simple changes. You don't need to go to bed with a 2-litre bottle of Fanta and a tube of Pringles every night. Small changes. You don't need to lose junk food. Just Google it first. What is healthy to eat from the Chinese? Go on. Yahoo answers. Ignore the top answer. Some nutritionist from the University of Arkansas. Well, all Chinese food is usually fried, and it's always very large portions, and it usually contains a chemical called monosodium glutamate, which is highly addictive and fattening. Fuck her. Just keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling until you find what you want to find. Oh, but this guy, sweet and sour chicken is quite healthy, as long as you peel the batter off at least 3 of the chicken balls. If you're putting fried rice on a prawn cracker, just don't have a lid. Just have the one prawn cracker.